Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is a lung condition that makes it difficult to breathe. In rheumatoid arthritis and other forms of inflammatory arthritis or joint diseases that make it difficult to move. In this picture we can see in figure A, it shows the location of the lungs and airways in the body. In detailed cross-section of the bronchioles and alveoli. In figure B shows lungs damaged by COPD. In cross-section of the damaged bronchioles and the alveolar walls. Types of COPD. First we are going to see chronic bronchitis. Chronic bronchitis is inflammation and swelling of the lining of the airways leading to narrowing and obstruction, generally resulting in daily cough. The inflammation stimulates production of mucus which can cause further blockage of the airways. In chronic cough and sputum production for at least 3 months a year for 2 consecutive years. Now in emphysema, emphysema is a lung condition that causes shortness of breath. In people with emphysema, the air sacs in the lungs are damaged. Over time, the inner wall of the air sacs weaken and rupture, creating larger air spaces instead of many small ones. Subtype of emphysema. In centrilobular emphysema, there is abnormal dilation or destruction of the respiratory bronchiole, the central portion of the acinus. It is commonly associated with cigarette smoking. In panacinar emphysema, it refers to enlargement or destruction of all parts of the acinus, seen in alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency and in smokers. In paraseptal emphysema, distal acinar, the alveolar ducts are predominantly affected. Risk factors for COPD such as respiratory infections, oxidative stress, poor nutrition, and susceptibility genes, exposure to inhaled particles such as tobacco smoke as well as active and passive, and occupational dust, organic and inorganic, then in indoor air pollution from heating and cooking with biomass in poorly ventilated dwellings, then outdoor air pollution. Symptoms for COPD such as increasing breathlessness. In this may only happen when exercising at first, and you may sometimes wake up at night feeling breathless. Then a persistent chesty cough with phlegm that does not go away. Then frequent chest infections and persistent wheezing. Diagnosis such as CT scan and in pulse oximetry is a test used to measure the oxygen level of the blood. In spirometry is the most common of the pulmonary function test. It measures lung function, specifically the amount and or speed of air that can be inhaled and exhaled, and arterial blood gas analysis, then CT scan, then laboratory test. If we see in self-management of COPD, take your medications regularly as prescribed, exercise regularly every day, stay away from infections by maintaining good hygiene, then quit smoking and eat a regular balanced diet, drink plenty of plain fresh water, drink caffeinated drinks and alcohol in moderation, get plenty of water. If we say in surgical management such as bulloctomy and lung volume reduction surgery, then lung transplantation. X-ray. One of the signs of COPD that may show up on an X-ray are hyperinflated lungs. This means the lungs appears larger than normal. Also the diaphragm may look lower and flatter than usual, and the heart may look longer than normal. An X-ray in COPD may not reveal as much if the condition is primarily chronic bronchitis, but with emphysema, more structural problems of the lungs can be seen on an X-ray. Treatment for COPD in medications such as inhaled bronchodilators, medicines called bronchodilators help loosen tight muscles of your airways. In corticosteroids, long-acting bronchodilators are commonly combined with inhaled glucocorticosteroids. Latest treatment for COPD is phosphodiesterase 4 inhibitors and in theophylline and antibiotics and antivirals, then vaccines and Advair is one of the most commonly used inhalers for the maintenance